We are on lesson 19. We're moving right along in Saxon here. Today we're talking about polygons. Your objective is to define different types of polygons. First, our fun fact of the day is that this guy, Ernest Vincent Wright, wrote a novel, Gadsby. And in that novel, Gadsby, there are over 50,000 words and none of them have the letter E. I don't know how you can do that, but man, is that impressive. Over 50,000 words, none that even have the letter E in it. Not at the beginning, not at the end, not in the middle. Alright, so let's talk about polygons. Polygon is a closed plane figure, okay, with straight edges. Now, this word plane right here is important because that's one plane figure. Okay, it's only got one plane to it. It means it's pretty much only got one side, or not one side, but it's got one face to it. Okay, it's not a 3D shape. Okay, so we'll put that on here. Not a 3D shape. Polygon's not 3D. So it's a closed plane figure with straight edges. So straight edges look like this. Again, this is closed, means there's no lines that aren't connected with another line. Okay, every line is connected with something, and they're all straight. There's no curves. Okay, it's not a circle, pretty much. Alright, and a regular polygon is one of those closed plane figures with straight edges where all the sides have the same length and all the angles have the same measure. So look at this polygon. Now it almost looks curved, but you can tell it's not because these little corners right here. See, there are a bunch of little corners there. So here's a side and a side and a side and a side and so on and so forth. It's closed because every side is connected to other sides. Okay, and look at this. All the sides are the same length, or at least they look like it. Okay, this one is. And if all the sides are the same length, and then all the angles, look at this angle here. It's pretty open. This one's pretty open. That one's open. So we have a bunch of obtuse angles here that look like they're about the same size. Okay, so that's what a regular polygon looks like. All same length and all angles have the same measure. Okay, here's a table of different types of polygons and their names. You need to get this written down. Okay, this is your tool. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of skip this slide because I know all of these. Alright, but you need to make sure you have all these so you understand that if I said, hey, what's a hendecagon? You know that a hendecagon is a polygon that has 11 sides. So get the names of the polygons, get the number of sides written down. Don't forget about this column over here. These are important. And this little point down here. A polygon with more than 12 sides is named by the number of sides it has. So if it's got 13 sides, it's a 13gon. If it's got 15 sides, it's a 15gon. If it's got 100 sides, it's a 100gon. Okay, and so on and so forth. So make sure you have this chart written down in your notes. Okay, example 1 says, which of these figures is a polygon? Okay, well I'm going to go ahead and kind of explain why each one of these shapes is or is not a polygon. If I'm looking at shape A here, remember a polygon is a closed figure shape that has straight lines. So that means there can't be any open lines and every line has to be straight. Well, look at this one right here. Here's a straight line, but then this is curved. Okay, so that's not a polygon. And the reason that that's not a polygon is because it has a curved side. All the sides have to be straight. Okay, let's look at B. Well, I'm looking at all the lines going, okay, those are all straight, but look right here. This is what we call an open shape because this line is only connected on one side. It's not connected on both sides here. Okay, so that's not a polygon because it is open. Not a polygon because it's open. Okay, letter C. Well, we said that a polygon cannot be 3D. Okay, well this is a 3D shape. That's a cube. So that's not a polygon because it's 3D. That means it's got more than one plane. Okay, here's a plane, here's a plane, here's a plane, and there's one on back and one on bottom, one on the left. There's actually 6 planes to this figure. It's not one plane. Okay, well let's look at D. This one is only one plane. It's not 3D. Every single line is straight, and every single line is connected on both sides of it. So this one is a polygon. So my correct answer there would be D. That one is a polygon because it meets all the criteria. Now this is important to notice the difference. Again, we could have just picked this one, said why, but I like having this written down so we know this has a curved side, not a polygon. This is open, so it's not a polygon. This one's 3D, it's not a polygon. Alright, and let's go ahead and figure out which polygon is not regular. Well, first thing is we have to figure out, are they all polygons? Well, this is one plane, okay, it's not 3D, and it's closed up, all straight edges. So is this one, so is this one, so is this one. So we have to remember what the word regular means. Regular means that all the sides and all the angles are the same. Okay, well, if I look at this triangle, all of its sides appear to be the same, and if I look at the angles, they're all closing up. Okay, that one looks like it's regular because it's got the same sides and important angles. Okay, look at this one. This one is a polygon, and all these sides appear to be the same shape. Okay, or all the same size, I mean, and all the angles look like they're the same. Okay, so this one is regular. I guess this one's a triangle, so this is a regular triangle. We would call that equilateral. Okay, this one is a regular hexagon. So I'm going to put this on here. This is a regular triangle, and this one is a regular hexagon. Okay, this one has all sides that look the same. All the angles look like the same. They're all 90 degrees. This is called a square. We should all know that. Okay, but that is a regular, and it's called a square, but it's a regular quadrilateral, because a quadrilateral has 4 sides. Okay, well, if we're good multiple choice people, we know this one should not be regular, but we got to be able to explain why. Look at its sides. Its sides look like they're all about the same, but it's the angles that'll get you, because this angle right here is closed. That's acute. Whereas this angle right here is different. It's obtuse. Notice what I did there too? Okay, this one's obtuse. It's opening. So I put 2 angle lines around it to show it's different than this one. So since it's got 2 different kinds of angles, this one is not regular. Alright, another thing we need to know about polygons is similar. Similar shapes have the exact same shape. Okay, so what I mean by that is not just are they triangles, but do those triangles look alike? Okay, so if I look at all 3 of these triangles, they all look like they're the same type of triangle. Okay, they're different sizes, but they all look like they're the same shape. This one, if I turned it so it was facing like these ones, it would look the same. Okay, so similar, okay, has a symbol that looks like that. So those triangles are all similar. Now congruent is different. Congruent not only has the exact same shape, but it's got the exact same size. So look at these 2 triangles. They're the same exact kind of triangle. They look like they're the same kind of triangle. Okay, and they're the same size. And this one, if you rotated it, would also be congruent with them. Okay, so congruent, this is the symbol for congruent. You'll need to make sure those are in your notes because you will probably see those. Okay, in fact, I know you'll see those. So similar and congruent. Alright, know the difference between. So example 3 says, which triangles below appear to be similar? And then we'll go to example B after that. So look at all the triangles here. Again, they have to be the exact same shape. So not just are they triangles, but they have to look like they're the same types of triangles. Alright, well, similar. If I look at A, that's a right triangle. It's got a right angle. B is also a right triangle. C is also a right triangle. But D is not. D is an equilateral triangle. Okay, we should know those. Equilateral means it's got all the same sides. So that's a regular triangle. Well, right triangle, right triangle, right triangle, those are all the exact same shape. Again, this one's smaller than the other, or this one and this one are different sizes, definitely. These 2 look like they're different sizes, okay? But the size doesn't matter for similar. It's all about the shape. So I see right triangle, right triangle, right triangle. This one's different since it's an equilateral triangle. So the only ones that are similar are A, B, and C. I'm even going to go a step further and put A is similar to B, and B is similar to C on that one. Okay, A, B, and C are all similar. So B says, which triangles appear to be congruent? Well, to be congruent, they have to be the exact same shape and the exact same size. So that means D's out automatically because no other shape in here is the exact same shape as it. Well, and then I'm looking at the other triangles going, okay, it looks like A and C are both right triangles and they look to be the same size. Okay, so I'm going to put A is congruent to C. Okay, because they're the same size and same shape. Doesn't matter which way they're facing, just that they're the same size and the same shape. And that is our lesson on polygons. If you got any questions, make sure you ask them. Alright, and good luck on the homework. Happy homeworking. I know you'll enjoy it.